Right off Fort Lauderdale, just south of Hillsboro. Got 14 of them. That's our first day of the May season, 2020. I didn't go to the Keys down there because they got us locked out of the boat ramp down to the Marathon and El Dorado and stuff. But anyway, there it is. There's more than about, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more in the bucket. There they are. Now you're in the water on a dive with the Get 'em guy. That lobster right there is a Pinolaris August, Caribbean, Bahama, Florida lobster. I've caught more of those particular lobsters than anyone in the world. That's why I'm the Get 'em guy. Some people take the lobster up into the boat and measure them, but Florida law says measure them in the water. Started diving around 1958. There's a lot of lobsters around then. Then I caught lobsters for a living in the 60s on the Bahama Bank. Sometimes 500, 800, 1,000. A few times 1,500 lobsters in a day. That was the way it was back in the day. You hear a lot about these divers of the past. Pender, Delmonico. I dove a lot with Delmonico and won a contest with him in Tanberg down in the Lesser Antilles, Bonaire. A spearfishing contest, free diving to 130 feet. Yeah, they were good little divers, but watch this. Not like the Get 'em diver when it comes to catching lobster. Take this guy up to the Get 'em boat. That's my West Marine. Been using it for 7 years. Had him all over the Keys with it. Now watch this. This is the way you use the toss. I'm using it as a tickler here. You don't need to carry a net and a tickler with you. You got it all in one right here. Watch this thing in operation. Now I need a net to do this. Give me a break. This is a big one here. Look at him. This is the good sized one here. I won't bother measuring him. I can tell just by looking at him. He's a keeper. Take him on up there into the Get 'em boat. There are a lot of boats out here. They've been scouting the area for weeks. Some of them have been going to their spots for years. So I have to cover a lot of territory. I drift with the waves and keep looking for spots. You got to cover a lot of territory if you don't know the area. And that's what I'm doing here. Got another one here. Picking 2 or 3 here, a couple here. A good keeper. Yep, move to another area, run up. I'm going to run up into the waves and then drift back again, looking for a spot. That's the way I do it, a lot of time in the water. Here we are at another spot. Looks pretty good. Put the toss to work here. Watch the way we do it. Real simple. It's a toss, not a snare. We'll get into that after I check this guy out. He looks kind of small, but he makes it. Yep. I'll have her remeasure it up there just to be safe and be legal. Red grouper there. He's kind of small. He's bigger, like 24 inches. I'd go up and get my shooter, come down and have me dinner. Small guy, he'll get bigger, hopefully. Well, there's a lot of lobsters here, and so, hey, I'm going to get my bag. So now we'll put the toss to work. Now I don't know why people use these nets and ticklers and everything. No way it's going to keep up with the toss. Now why is it called a toss? I'll tell you why. Mainly because of a world famous breath hole, a deep diver, record setter by the name of Jacques Mayol. I knew a lot about Jacques Mayol. We dove lobster in the Bahamas a few times. And there's a lot that people don't know about Jacques. But one thing he did do is he dove lobster in the Turks and Caicos Islands back in the late 50s, early 60s. He was using a hook, and that was a fish hook on the end of a dowel rod or a stick. He was catching several hundred lobster a day, so they outlawed the hook in the Turks and Caicos Islands there. And they needed to catch some lobsters, so they invented the toss. And that's how it got its name, and that's how it got started. Then it got more famous when the mini season started here in Florida. Now you see this toss here. I made some repairs on it. I've used it for a number of years. I wrapped it with glop and then taped it up so it'd keep its circular shape. But look at the way I'm catching these things. You know, there's no way the net and the tickler will compete with the toss. Now, I guess some people, maybe they're a little bit impaired, so they have to use a net. Well, this one here, yeah, see how it's done? It's simple. Anyway, this is going to be my last spot, I think. It's getting late in the day. I've got a long drive ahead of me. I could stay out here and catch a few more, but let's see if we got any more in here. Check it out. We got some horse-eye jack. I guess they come around here with all the legs that have fallen off and stuff. They can smell food a long ways away. Okay, don't give me a hard time, okay? It's really nice here in off Fort Lauderdale. No current, clear water, good visibility compared to the 7-mile bridge in Marathon. Well, at the end of the day, got a long drive ahead. Toss the toss in and underway. End of the story.